All right, let's talk about something that so many people struggle with. How do you build a brand that actually lasts? I mean, really lasts. We're not talking about guesswork here. Today, we're handing you the architect's blueprint.
You know the feeling, right? You could have the most amazing product, this brilliant idea, but without a solid identity, it just gets lost in all the noise. So the real question is, how do you cut through that clutter and build something with genuine staying power?
Well, here's the answer. And it's not some secret marketing hack. Not at all. It's actually a discipline. It's about changing your mindset. You gotta stop thinking like a decorator. You know, someone who just makes things look pretty on the surface. And start thinking like an architect. Someone who designs a whole structure from the ground up to be solid, functional, and beautiful for years to come.
And of course, every architect needs a set of plans, right? A blueprint. For us, that tool is the branding pyramid. Trust me, this is a super powerful framework that's going to guide you step by step to build an identity that is logical, consistent, and most importantly, feels real and authentic.
Now, as any architect will tell you, everything, and I mean everything, starts with the foundation. If this part is shaky, the whole thing could come crashing down. And in the world of branding, your foundation is built from two absolutely critical things: your values and your mission.
So first up, you've got your brand values. Just think of these as your non-negotiables. They are the core beliefs that are going to guide every single decision you make. You know, for a brand like Patagonia, a core value is environmentalism. You see it everywhere, in their products, their activism, their entire company culture. These values, they're the very bedrock of your brand's integrity.
And right alongside your values, you have your brand mission. This is your why. It's the answer to the question, why do we even get out of bed in the morning? I mean, think about Tesla. Their mission isn't just to sell cars, right? It's to accelerate the world's transition to sustainable energy. That mission is the engine that gives all their work real meaning.
And there you have it. Just like that, with your values acting as the solid ground and your mission as the concrete slab poured on top, you've laid the first, and honestly, the most important layer of your brand identity. Everything else we do is going to be built right on top of this. Okay, so our foundation is secure. It's solid. Now it's time to start building the walls. This next layer is the part people actually see and interact with. It's the personality of your brand. We call it the persona.
So what's first? Your brand character. This is where your brand really comes to life. Seriously, if your brand walked into a room, who would it be? Would it be a wise, trusted mentor, a rebellious game changer, or maybe a funny, witty friend? This character defines your tone of voice and basically how you show up in the world.
Then we have your brand proposition. This is your promise, plain and simple. It's the tangible value you offer. It answers that all-important customer question. Okay, but what's in it for me? Think about FedEx back in the day. Their proposition was so simple and so powerful, when it absolutely, positively has to be there overnight. It's the one core problem you solve better than anyone else.
And just look at how these two things work together. It's really who you are versus what you do. Your character, that's your personality, it's how you behave. Your proposition, that's your promise, it's how you solve a problem. A great brand needs both, and they have to be perfectly aligned. One without the other just feels incomplete.
So now our pyramid is really starting to take shape. See? We've stacked the persona, that's what people see and feel, right on top of our unshakable foundation. The structure has form, it has function, but it's still missing one final, crucial piece. We've now arrived at the very top, the peak of our pyramid. This is the highest point of our structure, the piece that's pointing toward the sky. It's the most aspirational, forward-looking part of your entire brand identity. This is your vision.
And let me be clear, this is so much more than just a business goal. Your vision is your North Star. It's that ultimate destination that you are steering the entire organization towards, even if it feels impossibly far away right now.
So, what is your brand vision? It's the world you want to help create. It isn't what you do today, it's about the change you want to see tomorrow because you existed. Think about Google's early vision, to organize the world's information and make it universally accessible and useful. That's the ultimate legacy you're trying to build.
And here it is, the full pyramid, our completed blueprint. See how it all works? It starts with that solid foundation at the bottom, your values and mission. That base supports your persona, the character and proposition you show the world. And it all points upwards to the peak, your ultimate brand vision. Every layer logically builds on the last, creating this incredibly stable and meaningful structure. So here's the main takeaway. You now have the complete blueprint.
This isn't just a fun marketing exercise. This is a real architectural plan for building a brand with purpose, with clarity, and with strength that will last. It takes you all the way from your deepest why to your most aspirational what if. And that really brings us to the end. You've got the framework, you've got the tools, you have the plan. So the only question left is the most important one of all. What incredible, lasting, and meaningful brand are you going to build with it?